Hello, and welcome back to Homestead News with Kevin and Pat. I'm Kevin,
I'm Pat.
and this is the Road and Range podcast number 3. And today we have in our weekly broadcast we have news about rising gas prices. We have an airline that abruptly shut down after failing to get efforts after efforts failed to save it. And we also have a state that is looking to lower speed limits on some roads. Stay tuned and let's get started. The news starts now. Our top story this week: Spirit Airlines has shut down. 2 weeks ago, we reported about their financial struggles after their second bankruptcy in 2 years. And there was even talk of the U.S. government bailing them out, with President Trump theorizing that the U.S. could take a majority ownership in the company and then eventually sell it to the highest bidder. However, before dawn on Saturday, the carrier ceased operations after failing to secure an agreement with bondholders on an 11th hour bailout from the Trump administration. That sealed the fate of the iconic U.S. budget airline known for its bright yellow airplanes, cheap fares, and no-frills service and fees for everything else that had become a punchline, though it had pioneered discount air travel in the U.S. and made flights more affordable. We regret to inform you that all Spirit Airlines flights have been canceled effective immediately, read a message agent when opening Spirit's app. Grasping for a chance of survival in its second bankruptcy e-filing since November 2024, Spirit's shuttering marks the end of the South Florida Airlines' years-long struggle with a host of problems: a failed merger, shifting consumer tastes, surging competition, and soaring costs, most recently for jet fuel. Spirit said 17,000 direct and indirect employees have lost their jobs. Time had been running out, the airline's lawyer, Marshall Hubner, told a bankruptcy court in New York on April 23rd that Spirit's cash is not going to last for very much longer. The airline said in a statement that it will automatically refund flights purchased through Spirit with a credit card or a debit card. In other news, gas prices continue to rise. In Raleigh, North Carolina, AAA showed gas prices averaged $4.01 per gallon as of this past Tuesday, up 23 cents in the last week. Gas prices have risen across the world since the start of the war. In May of 2022, the average price of gas in North Carolina was $4.62. Let's show a quick excuse me, show a quick clip of current gas prices in western North Carolina, despite it being 401 in Raleigh. It's not quite to that mark in the mountains. With national prices as being reported to be over $4 a gallon officially on the average, here in western North Carolina, gas prices are at $3.86 a gallon, with diesel being at $5.14. The U.S. State Department has issued a travel advisory and warning Americans about travel to an offbeat travel destination that often draws adventurous tourists. The State Department updated its travel advisory for Azerbaijan on April 28th, warning Americans to reconsider trips to the country. Azerbaijan sits in the South Caucasus at the crossroads of Eastern Europe and Western Asia. Officials say the advisory stands at a level 3, which urges Americans to reconsider travel due to safety and security risks. Azerbaijan, a former Soviet state known for its mud volcanoes and unique landscapes, has become a niche destination for adventurous travelers. Azerbaijan remains under a level 3 travel advisory by the State Department, signaling increased caution by for American visitors. Though Azerbaijan has long been a level 3 advisory, the latest update adds new warnings, with the U.S. State Department advising Americans not to travel to its southern border with Iran, given the risk of armed conflict. The country borders Russia, Georgia, Armenia, and Iran. Officials say the region has faced a continued risk of Iranian drone and missile strikes since U.S.-Iran hostilities escalated in late February. Landmines and unexploded ordnances exist throughout this region. Do not travel to the southern border region due to the risk of armed conflict unless this is your best overland exit from Iran. The advisory also notes that terrorism is a concern to Azerbaijan, as individuals may strike with little or no warning. U.S. officials also warn against traveling to the American and Azeri border due to the Armenian-Azeri border due to the risk of landmines. Landmines and unexploded ordnance exist throughout this region, the advisory notes. So it's very dangerous. It is highly advised that you do not go to Azerbaijan for any reason at this time. But if you are in Iran and you're fleeing, the route into Azerbaijan may be the safest route when fleeing Iran, and that is understandable, but use extreme caution when doing so.
Okay, breaking news, you guys. Acclaimed Milwaukee chef restaurant, how do you say that word?
Restaurateur
And educator Michael Feker will take the stage at the upcoming Let's Dig In Homesteading event on Saturday, May 16th, 2026 at the South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center, bringing his passion of fresh, locally sourced food and community-centered cooking to a day dedicated to sustainable living, held from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let's Dig In is a hands-on, family-friendly event designed to inspire attendees to reconnect with their food, their homes, and their communities. The event will feature live demonstrations and educational sessions on topics including canning, backyard chickens, water retention, solar energy, DIY, canning products, and more, alongside farm fresh food trucks, and interactive homesteading experiences. Chef Feker will lead a live culinary demonstration on showcasing approachable, flavorful ways to incorporate fresh and locally sourced ingredients into everyday cooking. Known for his dynamic presence and ability to connect food with deeper meaning, Chef's presentation will highlight how cooking can serve as both a practical skill and a powerful tool for nourishment, creativity, and community.
Our final item this week, it takes us to Kansas, where Kansas lawmakers are considering lowering the default speed limit on rural gravel roads from 55 to 35. Proponents of the measure cite safety as the main objective. However, many residents and living in the countryside, I'd say they know how to drive. They know, and this is just an overreach. Virginia is one state that has already lowered the default speed limit from 55 to 35 on those rural roads. Texas, the default speed limit on those gravel roads is 60 officially, but safety, a rule of thumb is that you drive 20 to 30 miles lower than that speed limit, which effectively would be 30 to 40 miles an hour. What do you think? Chime in the comments below. Say what you think. Are you in Kansas? Do you live in the rural areas or the countryside as we called it? That when I was growing up in Kansas, we were out in the country. We weren't rural. We were out in the country. The whole town, being a small town, was technically rural, but we were out in the country. But what do you think? We would love to hear your comments and what you think. Tell us below. And any of these comments, these articles, those that we've done today, we'd love to hear what your thoughts on each of them are. With that, we'd like to say thank you for watching the Road and Range podcast. Tune in for our travel and food adventures coming up this week. This Friday, we'll have a Friday food segment, which will be the Longhorn Steakhouse in Boone. Yes, folks, it is open, and Pat and I went there. So tune in for that later this week. Thank you again. Goodbye. Have a good day. God bless. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment below, hype the video, and share it with your friends. And also, don't forget to find and follow us on Facebook. God bless. See you next time.